So I wanted to share with you a little project I just made, one of my little books. And this was created for a friend of mine whose wife just passed away. And so sometimes for me, it's hard to know what to do or say. And I know that art can be healing. So I made this little book. I folded it from one sheet of hand painted paper. And if you want to make something like this for somebody, you can take a look at my YouTube videos. There's one called How to Fold a Little Book from One Sheet of Paper. So I sewed a little ribbon onto the side, put a little charm on. And so each one of the pockets that are created for this little book have something inspirational. And this one's is a quote from Richard Bach. What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls a butterfly. And that's a picture of a piece of my artwork. And so is that on the back? And then we open it up. And this one is a quote from William Cullen Bryant. And the yellow sunflower by the brook in autumn beauty stood. And that's one of my paintings of the sunflower. And another one of my Prismacolor mandalas on the back. And this pocket has two things in it. This says, the water dragons serenade the celestial city. And this is a digital image of mine from 5 photos and a piece of a watercolor that I did. And then I've put them together to make a digital image. So I wanted to try that out. And this says a Rumi quote, the only lasting beauty is the beauty of the heart. And we have another character for love on the back and another Rumi quote, love rests on no foundation. It is an endless ocean with no beginning or end. And that's a painting I did of me and my dad after he made this sailboat. And this poem is by Henry Van Dyke. I am standing on the seashore. A ship at my side spreads her white sails to the morning breeze and starts for the blue ocean. She is an object of beauty and strength. And I stand and watch her until at length she hangs like a speck of white cloud, just where the sky and sea come down to mingle with each other. Then someone at my side says, there, she's gone. Gone where? Gone from my sight, that is all. She is just as large in mast and hull and spar as she was when she left my side, and just as able to bear her load of living freight to the place of destination. Her diminished size is in me, not in her. And just at the moment when someone at my side says, there, she's gone, there are other eyes watching her coming, and other voices ready to take up the glad shout, there she comes. And I read this poem at my mother's memorial service, and I love it. It always gives me peace. It's by Henry Van Dyke, and that's a picture of one of my mandala paintings. I try to decorate the back of the cards too. These are all cut out of little greeting cards or note cards, cut to the size I needed. So this one is a quote from Tagore. Death is not extinguishing the light. It is putting out the lamp because dawn has come. There's another one of my mandala. And that's, I don't know whose artwork that is. It's from from the Victorian era England, I believe. And this is an actual Prismacolor pencil that I did. So that's an original piece of art. The others are pictures. Shut your eyes so the heart may become your eye, and with that vision, look upon another world. And that's a Rumi quote. And this has Isis, the Egyptian goddess of death, resurrection, and healing. And there's another picture of one of my Prismacolor mandalas on the back. This is a famous painting on the front here by Nicholas Roerich that I love. Let the waters settle and you will see the moon and the stars mirrored in your own being. That's another Rumi quote. This is another Victorian painting, maybe by Hughes, I'm not sure. And another quote on the back, music is the balm that heals the forlorn ache of a distant star. That's a quote from Don Williams. And then on the last page here, we have this one first. A John Muir quote. Allow nature's peace to flow into you as sunshine flows into trees. And this is one of my pastels of the mother tree. And on the back it says, walk in nature and feel the healing power of the trees by Anthony William. And then I put this little card in there. I put some sparkly stars paper on the back, and it says, thinking of you at this difficult time and wishing you the healing power of many beautiful memories. And this is a little bigger, it kind of sticks out at the top, but I think that's okay because I decorated it. And then you just turn it around and tie it back together with this little ribbon. I just sewed a little stitch through the center of the book so that I could sew the ribbon on the side. Then I didn't like that the thread was showing, so I covered it with gold glitter. So then we take this and just tie it. I like to tie it because I usually stuff my little books with a lot of images and quotations. So it's nice to tie them shut. So there we have this little gift that's going in the mail today to my friend, to hopefully through the arts of images and different artwork, my artwork, other people's artwork, the artwork of creating this little book, and the intention behind it, and the art of the poetry, that I'm hoping this brings some comfort to his heart. And so that's how you make one. If you have somebody in your life that may need some healing and you may be looking for something to do, this is a beautiful little gift.